Hey, I'm Liz Reinsel from the Ottawa office in the Chattanooga market, and I am here to talk about working with first-time homebuyers. I always tell a story when I'm working with first-time homebuyers about how I actually got into this business from being a first-time homebuyer, and I will start off telling that story here as well. So the realtor that helped me purchase my first home in Ohio was the most patient person I have ever crossed paths with. And her name is Linda Yeomans, and I still talk to her occasionally, and we reminisce about her helping me purchase my first home. But she educated me to a point where there were no scary moments, there was no unanswered questions. I just knew what I was getting into, and I felt confident getting into it because of her. So I have always kind of used that education I got from her to pass along to my clients. And first and foremost, I feel like when I work with first-time home buyers, it's super important to not overwhelm them and be very patient with them, which is hard for me because I'm not always a patient person, but they know that and they can feel that. If you're not being patient with them, then they start getting nervous. So that's a very important part of that, is to not overwhelm them or rush them into making any decisions. I also use every opportunity to educate them. I always make them aware of the lender process and how important it is to get pre-qualified so that we know exactly what we can be looking at, not overspending. That's a very important piece there. I also make them aware of the current market activity and what our challenges may be while we're looking at homes, especially in this market now with the low inventory and the multiple offers, the fast moving market. So more than anything, I just try to manage their expectations from the get-go, which I feel like with everything you do, if you manage someone's expectations, you seem to work a little bit better together. And then I also assure them that I will be there for every step of the way, from the moment we meet through closing and even beyond. I can't tell you how many first-time homebuyers I've worked with that I have now sold them 3 and 4 houses, and I've got to be a part of each one of those processes. And I also like to make sure that what they're purchasing is a wise investment, because if I sell them something and then 2 years later they call me and they want to upgrade, and we find out that, based on what the market was then and what it is now, and maybe they think they overpaid, and that's never a comfortable situation as well. So again, I always try to make certain that what they're purchasing is a wise investment on their behalf. Also, what I think probably for me is the biggest part of working with first-time home buyers is that I want to be excited with them and for them. I mean, I think that they will always likely remember purchasing their first home and what that was like. So I try to make it a very fun and upbeat transaction.